2025 is bringing some serious heat to the streets. From cutting-edge tech to jaw-dropping designs, next year's cars are set to blow your mind. And your budget. From eco-friendly cruisers to turbocharged beasts, ready to make your neighbors drool as you pass by. Stay with us. I'll even show you what I think is a greatest disappointment, coming just around the corner. The upcoming BMW M5 Touring is ready to put the word fun in functional. By blending cutting-edge performance with luxury so refined, you'll wonder if you should drive it or frame it. With a 4.4 twin-turbo V8 engine and an electric motor combined for a whopping 717 horsepower, this beast in the suit might just make you the fastest person late for work. Get ready to smile every mile. All models come with a Bowers & Wilkins stereo, a panoramic sunroof, leather upholstery, and a giant dashboard display running the latest iDrive 8.5 infotainment software. The new BMW M5 is so heavy that its only real competition is gravity. With all that luxury packed in, it weighs more than a 2.5 tons. Move away RSS of Launchpad 39B at NASA's Kennedy Space Center. We have a new heavyweight champion. The price of the BMW M5 Touring is expected to start at around $120,000. Also add on that the M Drivers package as it increases top speed to 190 miles per hour for only $2,000. Audi is busy adding to its roster of e-tron electric vehicles. And the latest to debut is the 2025 A6 e-tron, a sleek sedan with all of the brand's cutting-edge technology. The A6 e-tron is powered by a rear-mounted electric motor with up to 362 horsepower, while the A6 e-tron Quattro adds a second motor for all-wheel drive and bumps power to 422 horses. If you want even more power, you'll have to spring for the high-performance S6 e-tron, which also adds a second motor for a combined 543 horsepower. While there are luxury car amenities inside the A6 e-tron's interior, it's Audi's advanced tech that takes center stage. In addition to the numerous screens dotting the cabin, there's also a panoramic glass roof that can change from transparent to opaque using polymer-dispersed liquid crystal technology. Press a button, and the roof switches from clear to frosted. A large panoramic digital display on the dashboard combines an 11.9-inch digital gauge cluster with a 14.5-inch touchscreen infotainment screen. There's also an optional 10.9-inch front passenger display and an augmented reality head-up display should you feel the need for extra digital real estate. The price of the 2025 Audi A6 e-tron is expected to start around $80,000 and go up to $100,000 depending on the trim and options. The Civic compact car has been a longtime favorite for its effortless balance of practicality, value, and driving fun. Honda is known for its reliability. It's like that one friend who never leaves the party, just keeps going and going, even after everyone else has called it a night. The Civic receives a few cosmetic changes to keep its styling looking fresh for 2025. Revised headlamps and a reworked bumper help visually identify the new model year from last year's Civic. The Civic Hybrid comes with an electrified powertrain that pairs a 2.0-liter four-cylinder with two electric motors for a combined 200 horsepower. The non-hybrid Civic comes standard with a 150 horsepower 2.0-liter four-cylinder front-wheel drive and a continuously variable automatic transmission. Both the sedan and hatchback models offer seating for 5, with the rear seat roomy enough to carry a pair of adults without it being too much of a squeeze. All models come standard with heated seats, a sunroof, and dual-zone climate control. The Civic comes standard with a 7.0-inch touchscreen infotainment display, but a larger 9.0-inch unit is optional on the Civic Hybrid. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard. The price of the 2025 Honda Civic is expected to start around $25,000 and go up to $33,000 depending on the trim and options. The Mini Cooper S, the only car that's as iconic as Mr. Bean himself. The Mini's most recognizable product, Mini Cooper, is redesigned for 2025, and it wears a new look that marries the brand's future and past. A revised interior features a cool circular infotainment display and more premium materials, and boasts a slightly more spacious feeling. So far, only the 2-door and 4-door hatchback models have been revealed, but we expect to see a convertible join the lineup next. Both the Cooper and Cooper S come equipped with a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine. The entry-level Cooper pumps out 161 horsepower, but the more powerful turbocharged S model makes 201 horsepower. A 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission will be standard. Sadly, it looks like that Mini will stop offering a 6-speed manual with this new generation model. Mini has taken a simplistic approach with the new Cooper's interior. It started by analyzing the original Mini from 1959 and settled on a pared-back design inspired by that car. The Cooper's show-off piece is a unique circular digital infotainment display that appears to float in front of the dashboard. A head-up display is also standard and pops up from the dash in front of the driver. The price of the 2025 Mini Cooper is expected to start at around $30,000 and goes up to $38,000 depending on the trim and options. If you want to go from zero to midlife crisis in 3 seconds, I got something for you. Though it's built on the C8 Corvette chassis, the 2025 ZR1 is crafted with many new and unique components, from its twin-turbo V8 engine to its advanced aerodynamics. There are also a new carbon ceramic brake rotors, 5 new wheel designs, carbon fiber roof, and fresh color palette. More than just a version of the Z06's LT6 flat-plane V8 that's been cranked to inferno, the ZR1's 1,064 horsepower twin-turbo 5.5-liter V8 includes enough updated hardware and optimization of existing tech to earn the entirely new LT7 designation. Fresh LT7-specific engine control software is on hand to keep things running properly, and the transmission has also been fortified. An adaptive suspension is standard. The ZR1's interior follows the format set by the base C8 Corvette and incorporates a few unique touches. The large infotainment touchscreen angled toward the driver and the row of buttons riding atop the console wall both remain. Most of the ZR1's defining features are focused on its performance hardware, and the infotainment continues with few changes. That means Chevrolet's Infotainment 3 Plus system, which features an 8.0-inch touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. The price of the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 is expected to start around $180,000 and go up to $210,000 depending on the trim and options. Combination of performance and luxury in Bentley Continental GT is so sophisticated and elegant, it's like swearing on the French language while drinking finest wine. For more than 20 years, the Bentley Continental GT has been the go-to grand touring two-door for buyers with a deep pockets and taste for both Louis Vuitton-style luxury and super sedan performance. With the introduction of the new 2025 model, that won't change, though what's under the elegant skin does. Bentley has restyled the Continental GT ever so slightly that its two-door silhouette remains the same. The Continental GT enters its 4th generation for the 2025 model year sporting, freshened but still recognizable, and with a new plug-in hybrid powertrain. It is powered by twin-turbo V8 engine 4.0-liter unit and is assisted by an electric motor. The two combine for a whopping 771 horsepower in the Bentley, making it the most powerful road-going Continental GT to date. It isn't a Bentley unless the interior is packed with high-end leather and wood, and that's exactly what you'll find inside the 2025 Continental GT. Heavily cushioned chairs with quilted leather upholstery are all-day comfortable and can be equipped with both a massage feature and an automatic climate control system that activates the heat or ventilation function if it detects you're too cold or too warm. 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen is standard on every Continental GT, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The price of the 2025 Bentley Continental GT is expected to start around $250,000 and go up to $345,000 depending on the trim and options. Sitting atop the Aston Martin road car lineup is the 2025 Vanquish. Its exterior styling will turn heads even when the Vanquish is parked, and the two-seat cabin is packed with luxuries. 5.2-liter twin-turbo V12 resides under the Vanquish's long hood, and it pumps out 824 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic is the only available drive configuration. It's aided by an electronically controlled rear differential and a set of 21-inch wheels wearing specially developed Pirelli P0 tires. Strictly a two-seater, the Vanquish offers plush accommodations with layers of luxurious materials, including semi-aniline leather and faux suede upholstery, heated seats with 16-way power adjustments, and an optional cashmere headliner. A pair of 10.3-inch digital displays provide access to the Vanquish's infotainment and gauge cluster. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard equipment. The price of the 2025 Aston Martin Vanquish is expected to start around $430,000. Now, if you are in need to tow something heavy like BMW M5 Touring, or you just enjoy an off-roading, check this out. With a lane-hogging body, a beefed-up suspension, and buckets of attitude, the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO is a stallion compared with average workday pickups. The 1500 RHO may not be as powerful as the outgoing TRX, but I hope it will prove just as fun to drive off-road. Under the hood is a tuned-up version of the twin turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-6 with 540 horsepower. It also comes standard with 4-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. The RHO comes with Bilstein Blackhawk E, 2 adaptive shock absorbers, and a specially tuned air spring suspension system to give the rear axle up to 14 inches of travel. The Dodge Ram 1500 RHO can't tow as much as the standard Ram 1500, but its 8,380-pound maximum capacity is still enough to lug around a speedboat or a decent-sized box trailer. Ram has redefined expectations for truck interiors with its latest half-ton pickups, which deliver rich-looking materials and impeccable insulation from outside noise. Leather and suede upholstery is standard, and interior upgrades include upholstered dash panels and carbon fiber accents. If you want your RHO to be extra luxurious, massaging front seats are available as part of the RHO Equipment Group package. A vertically oriented 12.0-inch infotainment system is standard in the RHO, but a larger 14.5-inch display is optional as part of the RHO Equipment Group package. Both versions run the latest Uconnect 5 interface, which includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, in-dash navigation, and Sirius XM satellite radio. The price of the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO is expected to start at around $72,000. After a long decade and a half, the 5th generation of the Toyota 4Runner ends. It will be replaced by this new 6th generation model. All 4Runners come with a 278 HP turbocharged, 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, and an 8-speed automatic transmission. A rear-wheel drive layout is standard, but a full-time 4-wheel drive system is optional and comes with a 2-speed transfer case with high and low range. The maximum towing capacity for the 2025 Toyota 4Runner is 6,000 pounds, a robust figure compared to many of its competitors. If the 4Runner's cabin looks familiar to you, that's because it shares much of its styling with the Tacoma pickup truck. The dashboard and infotainment setup are essentially identical. There is also an optional third-row seat, although it'll be a squeeze for adult passengers. The infotainment is where the 2025 4Runner sees the biggest changes over the previous generation. The new 8.0-inch infotainment display is standard and runs Toyota's latest software. A larger 14.0-inch display is optional, as is a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. All models come with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, USB-C ports, and a digital key system that lets you lock, unlock, and start the 4Runner via a smartphone app. The price of the 2025 Toyota 4Runner is expected to start around $43,000 and go up to $54,000 depending on the trim and options. The new 2025 Toyota 4Runner for the first time will also offer a hybrid version. The 4Runner Hybrid's powertrain combines a turbocharged 278 HP 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine with a 48 horsepower electric motor for a total output of 326 horsepower. Toyota notes the hybrid powertrain represents the most power ever in a 4Runner. The price of the 2025 Toyota 4Runner Hybrid is expected to start around $60,000 and go up to $75,000 depending on the trim and options. This model barely managed to enter this list, as it will be available in late 2024 for 2-door model, and 4-door models are set to arrive early 2025. My feelings are a bit mixed with this model, but for now, I think it is a huge disappointment. Just imagine Dominic Toretto in one of these. Huge disappointment. The mission of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona EV is brief: deliver a muscle car driving experience in an all-electric package. How that scenario will play out on the road, on the track, and in the marketplace remains to be seen. At least, the Charger finally got the proper look which we all love. The price of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona EV starts at around $60,000 and goes up to $75,000 depending on the trim and options. But wait for it, because for 2025 gas will be back. The Charger Sixpack will offer 2 versions of the Hurricane Twin Turbo 3.0-liter inline 6. So in this case, I advise patience. The Charger Sixpack SO, which is for standard output, will produce 420 horsepower, while the HO or high output version will be beefed up to 510 horsepower. The Charger Sixpack comes standard with all-wheel drive, but we're sure that Charger owners will still manage to find ways to perform ludicrous burnouts and donuts soon enough. The Charger Sixpack should feature a similar cabin to that of the Charger Daytona. The interior features a standard 12.3-inch central touchscreen, as well as a 10.3-inch digital gauge cluster, with the option to upgrade to a 16.0-inch unit. The price of the Charger Sixpack is expected to start around $45,000 and go up to $55,000 depending on the trim and options. And if you are really patient, save your money for models which are coming in 2026. I will make a separate video soon on that topic. Subscribe and be sure not to miss it. But for now, tell me, are you looking forward to some specific model in 2025? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Meanwhile, check out this brutal electric beast which is already on sale. However, it is so exclusive that spotting one on the street is like seeing a unicorn reading a Action Comics #1 from 1938, featuring the first appearance of Superman. Thank you for watching.